What's good, guys? It's your girl Jasmine Styles. It's Friday, but this is a video for a Wednesday post, and I kind of want to just give y'all. I don't know if this is a spill the tea video or a motivational Wednesday video, or maybe it's a little bit of both, or maybe it's something completely different in itself. But I want to kind of have a heart to heart. Maybe it's a heart to heart video. Who knows? Okay, this is what it is at the moment. I am now 28. I don't know how old I was when I started this channel. 25, 24, 20, I don't know, 23, I don't know. But I recently had a birthday. My birthday was September 30th, 1994. I turned 28. And what I chose to do for my birthday was to do a mother-daughter girls trip. Mother-daughter girls trip with my mom, my best friend, and her mom. I also invited another friend and her mom, but they could not come for scheduling conflicts or whatnot. Cool beans. That's fine. Here's the thing. I loved my birthday trip. We spent a week in Florida, so we were there from Sunday to Sunday. Actually, we came back a day early because we had to go work up game for the non-profit or whatnot. But we did that from Sunday to Saturday, from September something to October 2nd, whatever those days were. And that's how I chose to spend my birthday. Me relaxing, enjoying my best friend, enjoying my mom, enjoying my best friend's mom, having a good time, eating, getting cute, going out, whatever. We know me. I don't do anything outside of work. If I'm not at home, I'm at the gym. If I'm not at the gym, I'm at church. If I'm not at church, I'm at home. I don't go anywhere. I don't go out. I don't do anything. I have all these cute clothes to go out, and I don't go anywhere. My going out is going out to eat with my family or hang out with friends, unless I go on a trip. Excuse me. Last year, I went on 9 trips. This year, I think I've been on 3 or 4 or something like that. So my hot girl summer or my fast girl phase or my thought girl phase, whatever the case is, I don't have those phases. Like when I go on trips, that's when I show a little bit more skin to set a third. When I'm at home, I don't do anything outside of go to the gym or go to work or go home. That's my 4 places: home, gym, school, or work. Only 4 places that I am at any time. And so, I want to say recently, but it's not just recently because I've gone through this before several times actually, but nobody has ever, I can say to my knowledge, only 4 people have seen, no, 3 people definitely have seen that side of me. My mom, my dad, and my friend, or she may be a former friend at this moment, Laterica. So I probably should be name dropping, but y'all know I'm a completely honest person, so whatever. So we just gonna act like I didn't say her name. We'll just mute that part out. But 3 people. My mom, my dad, and then a friend or maybe a former friend. I don't know. Whatever. So anywho, we know, if you don't know, you do know now. If you have not caught on to the fact by now, the thing is, I am a very goal-oriented, timeline, slightly OCD, big germaphobe type person. I like to put things on the schedule. And me being a preacher's kid, if you didn't know I'm a preacher's kid, you should know by now. Me being brought up in the church, me knowing that everything works on God's timing and like we plan, but if that's not how God sees for it to work out, it's not going to work out that way. You would think that I would not be hurt by certain things, or I wouldn't be shocked or surprised, but I still have my moments where I'm just like, what the heck? And I know. Like, I know, don't say something without saying if it's the Lord's will or God will, anything like that, because you don't know if that's God, was God going to allow you to do anything. Everybody's not religious, I understand it. But for those of you who are, we have very little control over we have no control, actually. No control over anything in life. But we like to act like we have that type of control. And I am a very type A control freak. I hate flying, and I think that's a big part of why I hate flying outside the heights. Stop it. I don't have any kind of control in the air. Yeah. That's another thing, too. I think why I'm always the first one to holler I would drive when it comes to a trip with my friends, anything like that, is because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm reliant on anyone, where I'm stranded, or I have to trust someone to have my life in their hands. Like, I'm the person I trust to make sure everything's going to be okay. I've always been the mothery friend in the group. That's always been my role, no matter which group it is, whatever the case may be. So, that plays into my hand of control. But this is the purpose of what I'm saying now. I set out to accomplish so many things in life. So many things. And that's something my dad has to point out to me. And he gets irritated, or I say frustrated with me, because it's like, you don't understand how many people wish that they were in the predicament that you're in right now. And I'm just like, I don't know, I get sick of him saying it. Like, I know, I understand, I get it. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I'm just going to pull my ponytail down because it's barely hanging on anyway. If we being honest. It's barely hanging on. So, I thought, let me just start by saying this. And I'm sure I've said it on the video before. The way I planned out my life, and I'm not going to start from the story from 5th grade or 8th grade or whatever. I'm just going to say, I assumed that I was going to go to college and double major in medicine and law. This is what's so funny. And back then when I made that plan, I did not have a time concept of how long none of this was going to take. But in my mind, I was going to go to school, double major in medicine and law, become a doctor and a lawyer and a doctor, a law doctor. And by 22, I was going to be a graduate of college. And I was going to be engaged, if not married. And yeah. And then by 24, I was going to have my first child. 3 years later, by 23, I would have child number 2. And then 2 years after that, I would have child number 3. And then a year after that, child number 4. A year after that, child number 5. And a year after that, child number 6. And maybe 2 years in between. And I will also have my own businesses, right? Yeah, it's looking worse. It is definitely looking worse. So I gotta cut my hair. But I will also have my own businesses. And that would just be my thumb. It really hurts. A part of, what's going on, whatever the case is. So, but I also went to college and I was like, you know what? Because I had like this really bad breakup before college. I was like, you know what? I'm off, guys. I remember having phone conversations with my dad. I was like, I'm off, guys. I'm not even worried about, dating anybody. But I'm just going to enjoy college, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't even think it was 3 or 4 days later. I ended up meeting this guy. And I ended up calling my dad. This is the same person I had this conversation with him. I was off, guys, not worried about dating, blah, blah. I ended up calling my dad like 3 or 4 days later. Daddy, I found my husband. I've had this conversation with my daddy twice. The second time I had a conversation was about the preacher guy that I told y'all. I shot my shot at the little 6 video series thing. We ain't gonna talk about it. That was years later. So the first time I had this conversation, I met this guy. And I'm just like, I found my husband because he reminded me of my daddy so much. And then the more I got to know him, the longer I stayed with him. I was just like, no, this ain't it. So that was like a 6-year thing of. We were on and off for 6 years. Even when we were off, we were attached at the hip. It was like so much drama with it. But as time continued to creep on, I'm just like, man, I'm still not married. Man, I don't have kids. I'm not going to have kids out of wedlock. I'm not going to do it. And yeah, I got all this going on. I'm achieving this. I'm achieving that. I'm achieving this. I'm achieving it. But it's 2 things that I want more than anything else in the world. It's 3 things that I want to accomplish. If I never accomplished anything else, if I never got my degrees, my certifications, my house, my car, whatever. 3 things I want to accomplish. 1, being a wife. 2, being a mother. And 3, making it to heaven. And the way these people test me right now, I might not make it. But seriously, the two biggest things on this earth is to be a wife and to be a mother. And I'm just like, every year I get closer and closer to another birthday. I'm grateful to see another birthday. Heartbroken that I have yet to find the guy that I feel like is for me. And I get so sick and tired of people, which I guess I'm opening myself up to that because I'm the type of person, I'm quick to tell you, nope, I'm too old not to have kids. Like, people ask me how old I am. I'm like, I'm old. I'm like, how? You know, I look like you're 19, like you're 20. I'm like, too old not to have kids. I'm too old not to be married, blah, blah. And I tell people, like, why aren't you married? Why aren't you dating? Because I'm very picky. I don't date. I talk to a bunch of different guys, but I do not date. And it's simply because I'm very picky in what I want. I have a certain age range. I don't want to date anybody younger than me. And 5 years older than me is my cap. I'm one. You have to be in the church. Just like, I'm not just going to church for show. Like, I want somebody. I refuse to be with somebody that's not equally yoked. If you're in the church, then you know what equally yoked means. If you don't, now's not the time to explain it. For me, we have to line up 4 ways: spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and financially. No, I'm not saying you got to come to me with $1 million, blah, blah, but I want you to have some type of get up and go about yourself. Excuse me. You want to have something. You want to be more, do more, whatever. And so, if we don't line up in those 4 aspects, that's a kicker for me. Yes, I want you to be attractive. I have picky. I'm very picky on what I like in a man too. It does not have to do anything with skin tone. Has nothing to do with race. Even though the older I get, the more I'm just like, yeah, I definitely want black love. Like, I've dated white guys, basically, whatever, but I definitely want black love. Hands down. No doubt about it. I don't want to date anybody with kids. I just can't do it. Simply because I don't have any kids myself. And that's something that I want both of us to experience together. Number 1. Number 2, my dad came to my mom with kids. My mom didn't have kids. My dad had 2 kids. I have a sister who is 9 years older than me. And I have a brother who is 14 months or so. 14, 16 months older than me. And my sister's mom was somebody my dad was just dating. My brother mom, my dad was married to. So that was his first wife. My mom was actually his second wife. And I saw what my parents went through, what my mom went through dealing with a former wife and a former baby mama, because she gonna forever be his baby mama. What a baby mama. Like, the craziness that is ridiculous. The relationships are better now because everybody grown now, but like, I don't want to ever have to go through that. I don't want to be in a situation where my child is not in my home. I know people say, well, if you're the mom, you're always... That's not a saying the mom is going to get full cuss, but you have those cases where the men get full cuss. I don't want my kids in separate homes. That's not something that I want to do. And I know sometimes most times that is the case, but those are choices that you decided to make, and that's how your life played out. I have not had any kids. I have not put myself in a situation to be in a situation to have kids. I don't want to be with anybody who has kids because I don't want to deal with that. This is the thing with that. A lot of times, too, I'm not going to say all the time, but a lot of times, most times, the first thing I've said to a guy when he said he got a kid, I'm like, why are you not with your baby mother? Especially if the child is under 2 years of age. What was it that made y'all not be together now? Especially if you got a baby on the way, you're not with that person. Because it was good when you was smashing. Now all of a sudden the baby come about, and I hate that thing to how you know it's mine. Don't do that. That's something that just really pisses me off. And so that's the whole thing that I won't get into. Woo. But I don't be in that situation. And a lot of times too, you have the situation where it's bitter. You have those women who try to force their baby fathers to be in their kids' life, and the men want nothing to do with the child, trying not to claim the child, whatever case, or just a deadbeat in general. But that's your fault. You chose it. And then you have those women who are hateful and spiteful to a man who is trying to be in their child. Just because it didn't work out with them does not mean they don't want anything to do with their child. But you want to be spiteful because you're jealous, or you don't want them with the next person. You don't want to have whatever the case is. Either way, I don't want to be in either one of those situations. I'm not going to be with a man who is not taking care of his responsibilities at home. It's disrespectful. And you have no respect for your baby mother. That's a problem for me, because that means you won't have any respect for me. You can't say you have respect for me but won't respect the next woman. That's not okay with me. That's just like not having respect for your mother. I'm not okay with it. We let too much stuff slide, and I'm not a person that lets it slide. My former best friend told me, he was just like, you are a very black or white person. You can get into the gray. No, because I'm very right or wrong. It is what it is. Even when it comes to me doing wrong, it is what it is. Some stuff, there is room for gray. Other things, there are not. And so that's the thing. I just cannot be with somebody with kids, man. I can't do it. And a big thing, too, I'm not going to be here in a relationship with you. You got a kid with Jackie. You got a kid with Yolanda. You got a kid with Rhonda. You got a kid with Savannah. And you got a kid with Naisha. I just realized 3 of the names I just said was actually people, actual names that I know. But y'all know, y'all, I ain't talking about y'all, so whatever. But you got a kid with 5 different women. That's 5 different households, and then you in a part where you're on back child support, you on child support, whatever. Because that means we get married and you owe money. You know what that means? That means they taking that money out of my check to go take care of your child with Felicia over here and take care of Felicia. I don't play that. My money not finna go take care of nobody if they ain't take care of me and mine. Not finna happen. See, because you can't take care of somebody else's household before you take care of mine. That ain't how that works. So no, not gonna do that. Don't know how we got into that rant, but that's the case with that. So I've gone into these little modes of like just withdrawing myself from people altogether and like heavily being in my feelings. It probably is like a few hours or like a half a day. Nothing too deep. But like I was scrolling on Pinterest the other day. I had got an email from Pinterest, and I scrolled up and it was this cute little girl with this pretty little hairstyle. Y'all just bust out in tears. You would have thought I was pregnant. I literally bust out in tears and called my dad, and I was like, we need to pray. I said, because it's clear I'm going through something. I don't know I'm going through it. Like, I am going through it. Because I'm just like, where is my child? I want 6 kids, y'all. I'm 28, and I have not even had one. I can even simply tell you I had a pregnancy scare. You know what had to happen for you to have a pregnancy scare? Exactly. Not. Sorry. My humor kind of dark too. But, and I'm saying like at one point, like months ago, it's like every time I scroll, somebody either pregnant or then had a baby or having a baby shower or throwing a baby's party or engaged or married or getting married or celebrating an anniversary or something. I'm just like, if at one point that's the only thing that was on my timeline. And I'm so happy for these people. I'm just like, I can feel myself getting frustrated with God. Like, I'm just like, where is mine? And like, I know things happening on God's time. And clearly, like, spiritually, I know there are other things that God wants me to accomplish before he brings me into that stage in my life. Naturally, emotionally wise, I don't care about none of it. Like, if I was a cursor, legit would be, I don't care about none of this, because that's what that is. Like, I do not. Because all I'm seeing is everybody getting what I want. And then here comes my dad. You got these degrees. You got your own house. You got your own cars. You own this. You own that. You doing this. You can take trips whenever you get ready. You ain't got nothing holding you back. You got your own thing that you have to worry about. Take care of your dog. Blah blah. You can come and go as you please. You make your money, spend your money on you. I don't care about none of that. I've done everything I set out to do. And if I have not completed it yet, it's in the motion of being completed. What I have not done that I set out to do is to be a wife and a mother. And that has not come yet. And that's something that frustrates my soul. Because I'm just like, why do I not have this? And so, for me, it goes from me saying, well, God, you know what? I understand this is not my time yet. I know it's not my time. Just like when it came to my car. I had been working for 3 years to get myself one of my dream cars that I wanted. And then I see everybody studying in a car. And I finally purchased my first vehicle. I purchased me a 2021 customized Cadillac XT5. Everything I got on it was customized. Everything is what I wanted. I finally got it. I bought it for my birthday last year. So this year makes me have my car 1 year. And I'm just like, it was a 3-year process. Look how long it took. When you actually think about it, you didn't think that long because you didn't pay attention to it. The one thing I wasn't expecting was to pay $5,000 for a tag. Did not prepare for that. But came through, you know. And so I know spiritually, you know what I'm saying? It works out. God has other things he wants you to accomplish before that. But you know what else creeps in that thing? What am I doing wrong that you're not giving me this? So at that point, and then for me, when I'm thinking like that, I'm just like, I'm negating the fact that he has blessed me to do this. He has blessed me to take another step. He has blessed me to achieve this and achieve that and give me this and give me this and give me this and give me this and give me this. And then that puts me in a state of where I'm in my feelings. I feel like I'm being ungrateful. I'm being evil and low down it and unthankful for the things that God has done for me, because I'm now acting like a 2-year-old because I don't have the husband, I don't have the kids. Now I want to throw a fit about that and negate the fact that I was finally able to purchase my own freaking Cadillac. And like my dad tell me, how many 27-year-olds you know buying Cadillacs out their own pocket, not their parents doing for them, they did it themselves. I'm like, you know what? Sound good, I don't care about that. Because with my husband is. My mama tell me, you know how proud I am to be able to say I have a 27-year-old child who purchased her a Cadillac for her birthday. Sounds good. I don't care about that. Where my kids at? You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I don't care about it. It's just that I understand I achieved it, but this is what I haven't achieved. And I like anybody except they tell me they feel like some people who don't really know, but it was like, I feel like you think you too much or you kind of brag on yourself, you boasting something. I don't consider it bragging. I work my butt off on it. So if you come for me, if you come at me sideways, I'm gonna hit you with that Google me, because please do Google me. But what people don't know is I come at myself sometimes like, what is the issue? Why are you single? And I can't even ask myself that because I know why I'm single. I'm very picky. I can easily sit up there and just be dating, because I can show y'all the DMs. Somebody DM me right now. I just had to dismiss him because I can easily go talk to anybody in my Instagram DMs, my Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. They constantly coming. But I'm not just here for a title. I'm not like a lot of people out here. They just want to be married for a title. This man running through 18 other females. You sitting at home like boo fool. But I'm the wife. Though I got the ring. What? Nah, boo. You ain't got no self-esteem, no self-respect for yourself. And he most definitely don't. That I love you. That's why I lie to you. Okay, y'all both ignorant, but that's your business. I'm not here just for a title. I want somebody to love me the same way that God loves the church. I want me to have my own relationship with God and him to have his own relationship with God. And he pulled me close to God and I pull him close to God, and we come closer together as a team, as a united front built and based on the word. And that's what I want. My thumb. Oh my God, I got on my thumb. And I'm not just here for a title. I want that relationship. And I tell my mom, I've cried to my mom several times, just like, it hurts me that I don't have that person that I can confide into. That's when I say, you don't understand. You've been with my dad since you were 20, however old. She got pregnant when she was 24. Had me when she was 25. They got married when she was 20. I was almost 3 when they got married. So you had this man for years before I was even here. So you don't understand it. I'm thinking, well, my mom had her first child at 24. That's the time, like I said, I came 24 and passed 24. Still have not had a child. My mom got married at 27, 26, however old she was. Past that date. I'm now 28. Don't even have a man to say I'm married. Got dudes I talk to. That's it, that's all. Not even dating. That's it, that's all. And it hurts because I have so many different things that go on with me that I internalize. I have nobody to talk to about it but God. Yeah, my mom and my grandma, my best friends. I can tell them a lot of stuff. I can tell my best friend a lot of stuff. But just like you have different friends, you know which ones to tell things and which ones not to tell things. It's parts of me I hide. Parts of me nobody knows about. And then the one person who did get to experience that side of me, the one person in the whole world who I felt comfortable enough to expose that side of myself to, we no longer talk anymore. No longer talk. And I can't even tell you why. Probably could. I don't. Because I assume that I know the reason. But that may not be the reason. And until they say what their reason is, cannot tell you. So it's frustrating to me because I'm that person that's there for everybody. No matter what. and I don't have that person that I want, that I long for, that I pray for constantly to be my whole self with. When I say whole self, I'm not saying that I'm hiding parts of myself from different people, or I'm presenting a fake person to y'all, but in reality, that's not how I am. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is my whole self, my complete, vulnerable, comfortable self. I don't have my person to be that person with. I'm not vulnerable with anybody. If we're going to be completely honest. Like one guy that I'm talking to, he done spent an ample amount of time with me. And I told him, I had to tell him last week, I'm just like, listen, I spend a lot of time alone. I said, that's why I talk to a bunch of different dudes. I said, you don't be spending every day with me because I don't want you to attach to me. Because I know this ain't going nowhere. So I'm going to need you to, and I know it sounds bad, but it is what it is. And I'm just like, I need you to pump your brakes. He was just like, I feel like, he said, I think about you sometimes. I just be thinking, man, you be like, you want to let your guard out on me, but you just refuse to. And I just feel like you won't expose this. Because I'm not going to. I'm not. I told him he got too comfortable in my house. I don't even let dudes come to my house. He gets too comfortable. He over here playing with the dogs. He taking out trash. He eating. He just like, I'm going to bring you some groceries. I'm just like, I'm finna move. Because pump your brakes. Yeah. I'm probably now I'm starting thinking something wrong with me. It got to be me. It may just be me. But this was me just being extremely, that's a lie. Yeah. I ain't gonna say I'm being extremely vulnerable. I'm trying to, hopefully this video will be beneficial to somebody. I don't know. And if you want to comment, I'm okay with comments, but please do not get in my comments saying, it's okay, your time is coming. Because I'm probably going to scream at you, because I made the mistake of posting a picture where me and my friend girl went to New Orleans back in March. It was this beautiful picture of me, and I'm not just calling myself good looking or whatever. It was like an off guard picture. I was in the middle of talking and laughing hysterically, and the pictures came out really cute, so I posted it. And I just simply said, it was like this long post. I was just like, and it was just essentially like me talking to myself saying, girl, I see you. Everybody seeing this side of you. You all on this side. But nobody knows what you're hiding behind that big old smile. The pain you feeling. How you so excited and beyond glad for everybody else who experienced motherhood and wifehood and family and this and the third. But you hurting deep down because you just like, man, where's mine? And so people went crazy about that post. So many people leaving comments, your time is coming, and wait on it, and you know God hasn't put you on the stage yet because we still need you to do this, this, and third, blah, blah. And I'm just like, and I don't want to be mean about it. So I'm just like, yeah, I know, thanks and hard messages. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Like one of my best friend from junior high, one of my best friends from junior high, she was just like, no. She said, Jazz, I didn't know you was going through this. And I wanted to reach out to you a while back because I felt like you had posted something that related to me. She was like, I'm going through the same thing. And somebody else told me that too. A girl who was a year under me in high school. She told me, I'm just like, yeah, and they was like, you can accomplish this, you can accomplish that. I don't care about none of that. Because what have I not accomplished? I have not become a wife. I have not become a mother. And I've mothered other people's kids. That's the thing. That's the kicker for me. And so somebody, I don't even consider them as a friend. Just an acquaintance. And it was just like, maybe that's just your calling in your life to mother, be a motherly figure to other kids. I almost punched her in her throat. Because I'm just like, that's your calling. To be a mother to somebody else's child. I want my own done kids. You don't tell me, baby, you don't know God. You don't know God like I know God. You don't tell me what my calling is. You don't tell me it's not my job to push a baby out my vagina. Sorry. But that's how I felt about that situation. I'm just like, and my mom told me, she was like, that's your fault, because why you still telling people you're busy? And I always do it. I'm just like, and then people say stuff, like people tell me, you want all this in a man, this is that and the third. Ain't no man out there like that. I'm just like, who are you to tell me ain't no man out there, the man that I want is not out there? But God tells me, if you follow my commandments and do as I ask, you will be given your heart's desire. My heart's desire is to be a wife and a mother. The Lord says be fruitful and multiply. Not y'all out here making babies now. Man, he talking about being married and making babies. Not out here popping out kids left and right like some honey bunny rabbits. No. Because you settle for somebody, or you get in it with somebody you didn't think you was going to be with, or this how your life turned out right here, or you got this going on, you lost it, or whatever the case is. Does not mean that's me, shawty. That ain't what that mean. Because I know the word. I know what is it slang to me. I know how it works out. So, why would I sit here and listen to anything you guys say to me? You don't go to church. You call on God, but you don't go to church. You say you know God, but you don't. Because you out here living like the way you want to live life. So, who are you to tell me I'm not going to find the person that God has for me? And then, when my dad is over here telling me, don't you know there's somebody out there just like you, feeling the same way you feeling, waiting on you the same way you waiting on him. And that comforts me, but it does not keep me from hurting. And it's me. I was on a whole rant, ready to choke 3 people, 5, 7, 8 people out because they tell me I'm not going to find what I want and my standards too high. This is that. I had some people in my life tell me my standards too high. Yeah, I said that a lot of times. I got 3 businesses though. Got 3 degrees though. 13 certifications though. Got my own house though. Got a car paid off though. Bought myself a Cadillac at the age of 27 though. Not knocked up pregnant like a lot of y'all. Got this, and this. But y'all quick to fix y'all mouth on me. But look at me and look at you. See, and that's why people sit there try to tell me that I think I'm more. I'm not. Don't play with me. Google me. 2 different things. Alright, cool. But listen. Sorry. I know what it is. That don't stop me from hurting. So, I don't know. You can take this video, make this video, whatever you want to make this video. I got hot now. It's also 9:42. And I have to go to the gym in the AM. And then come back and get started on these Crocs that I'm supposed to start on tonight. And I have not. So. And I have a lot of cups and t-shirts to make. So. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't even know if this video will get posted. You know, hopefully it's beneficial to somebody. I guess I'll post it. Excuse me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. More content is coming eventually. And excuse me, so sorry. And that'll do it. I got stuff to make. So y'all have a great night. If y'all want to send me belated birthday gifts, my cash app is $, Jasmine Styles 94, $, capital J, lowercase ASMINE, capital S, lowercase HARDE 94. You know, hit me up on the cash app. I accept cash for belated birthdays. I appreciate y'all. Has his invoice been paid? Let me get on it. Y'all have a good night. I'm finna go turn my TV on and go to sleep. Because I said I'm gonna watch it, but I know I'm exhausted. And try this thing again tomorrow. That's it. Peace out.